Hello, everyone. Welcome to Fireside Chat. This episode is going to be me and Shriggs, which has been the only two people who have been Fireside Chat, but Nick and Travis have been very, very busy with work. Travis and Nick both literally just got promoted a couple weeks ago, so they've been really, really crazy trying to learn all the new stuff and all that fun stuff, and Nick just got a house and all that other fun stuff. So it's me and Shriggs again. We're going to be talking about the beta weekend, last one, number 3. Over the course of the next couple videos, we're going to be covering the 2 new races this video. And then the next video, I'd like for us to probably cover it, either PvP, a little bit more in depth, or the end of beta event that took place, which was really, really fun. But jumping right in, Shriggs, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
That's good. It is very hot where I am. Is it hot where you are?
I have AC.
Well, I do too, but my apartment's like older than Jesus, so
Outside of the house, it is hot as hell.
yeah, it actually rained a little bit and it just got hotter. So Ohio weather can suck it.
So now it's humid and hot.
Yeah, humid just sucks. But anyway, the starting areas or the starting zones and just kind of the newer races. What were your overall thoughts on the Savari?
I thought they were a very cool race. I loved having a mushroom head. And I thought the zone was. I thought the actually I thought the Safari starting event where you meet the hero and then fight a boss was the best out of the 5.
Really? See, I would disagree with you on there. I thought the well, are you talking like in terms of mechanics or just overall coolness?
Setting and boss.
Okay, all right. Well, setting wise, I'll agree with you, but I would definitely disagree with you on the coolest. I thought I can never say them right.
Asura.
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 I always want to add like a elongated R in there, but it's not. It's Asura.
Or a Z.
Yeah, I don't know why. The how do you say it again?
Asura.
Asura. Thank you.
It's an S. It's
I know.
An S.
Asura. Woohoo! Asura. Okay. So the Asura I thought was really, really neat, but yeah, the starting area for the Savari was really, really nice. It really reminded me a lot of Kalimdor from World of Warcraft. I know you guys probably don't want to hear that, but the Night Elves were my favorite race in World of Warcraft just because of their lore, just the history and the background that they had within the Azeroth kind of lore traits and whatnot. But the Savari really, really reminded me of the Night Elves, and I'm probably sure I'm going to get a lot of crap for that. But it's just a really nice starting area. It's really beautiful. The colors are very vibrant, kind of in reminiscent to, again, I don't want to go back to World of Warcraft, kind of like was Zangarmarsh. It was just a really, really pretty zone. So I think, I still haven't decided, I think I'm going to roll Savari as my main race. Just because I think I'll probably feel not as enjoying them as I would if I rolled the Asura. Now, I know that a lot of us are actually going to go Asura. You,
Me.
Tucker, Atrunix, Travis, Nick.
Well,
So
they're the best race.
I mean, it sounds like a lot of people are going to go Asura, and I think that the Savari might be kind of left on the wayside a little bit with probably the Nord and the humans. But you never know. What?
I honestly think the Safari are a very cool-looking, unique race. You say they're the Elvish race, but how many races do you have where their armor is like their body, the plants growing off of them?
Well, I mean, right, but you know,
It's a very
the-
cool concept.
the reason I kind of say Elvish race is because they're really in tune with nature, and that's what most fantasy elven races are kind of in tune with, is nature,
true.
the elements, and whatnot.
Well,
But
they're not in tune with nature. They
are
nature.
nature. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They're literally born from nature, which is actually really, really cool. So it kind of promotes the whole circle of life type of thing, like, you know, Lion King and whatever. But as far as main cities go, how did you like their main city?
I did not go to the Savari main city, but I did go to the Asura main city. And holy shit, that thing is cool.
Right. Yeah. The Grove, which is the Savari main city, is kind of reminiscent to Iron Forge. It's really, really confusing, and you can get lost in there.
It's a circle.
I know, but dude, Iron Forge still to this day confuses the hell out of me. I don't know why. I mean, it does, but and it doesn't. There are certain times where I'm like, where the hell am I? And then I'm like, oh yeah, duh, I'm stupid. But it's one of those cities that has a lot of okay. I think the main reason I kind of compare it to Iron Forge is because it has a lot of layers, and Iron Forge just has a lot of just layers, but it's laid out in a circle. The Grove is laid out in more of a cylinder type of shape. It's a giant tree basically, and they have these like really really cool elevators that are like these huge like flower things that go up and down on the wind. It's cool. Um, the the one thing I did not like about the main city was it wasn't laid out very well. There was just, and matter of fact, a lot of the main cities just are not laid out very well. I think that they could stand a couple revampage. I did like while we're on the topic of main cities, I did like the Charmaine city. All the crafting stuff was kind of in the same area. I like that, but the Grove was a little bit kind of more spread out, and that was kind of annoying to me. But you know, hey, beta's beta. Let's move on to the Asura and Shriggs. I know you pretty much Google over Gaga over them. But you know, for me, I enjoyed they're the first like short people race next to the dwarves that I actually enjoyed that were more quote unquote gnome like or midget mini like. I thought they were just really really neat. I was dreading them at first because I think a lot of the other MMOs have always portrayed the quote unquote shorter, you know, really small races as just annoying. You know, the gnomes in World of Warcraft are just annoying as crap. But these guys are just they're intelligent, they're really neat. They have a lot of unique features that you can customize during your character creation. And it is just their city layouts and just the way they construct their you know, homes and stuff is just so geometrical. It's really, really cool.
It's interesting.
It
It's
is.
like we've never really seen much of this in other MMOs.
No,
Like
it's very unique.
the idea of the floating cube of magic, but these guys take it to a whole new level.
Yeah, I mean, and they like live on top of them or in them and stuff, and it's cool. And I think the main reason I really really enjoyed the Azura area is because, or the Asura area, excuse me, is because of the starting tutorial area with the boss. I'm a huge StarCraft or Star Fox fan, and that boss for some reason reminded me of one of the bosses in Star Fox 64. Like it looked almost identical to what it was. And I was just like, oh my gosh, where's Peppy? He needs to tell me to do a barrel roll. I just thought it was the coolest thing. Now you say you didn't like the Asura boss as much as the Savari. Why is that?
I thought the Sylvari boss. Personally, I just really like big dragons,
Oh, okay.
so it was kind of really cool for me. It's like, oh shit, this one's a dragon. This is pretty awesome.
Yeah. Well.
Plus,
yeah.
actually, there's a lot more going on with that fight. He would summon minions, and there were a lot more points to attack than the other bosses.
Yeah. The Asura boss really reminded me of just like a raid boss that has like because every once in a while he would do that little spin thing and knock everybody around and do his fist. Like I thought that was really kind of cool. They kind of went back to the old school roots of you know an MMO boss where it would do certain things at certain points of time. I think that's mainly the reason I went. I really enjoyed it because it was the Guild War style of combat, but it was portrayed in more of a quote unquote EverQuest and World of Warcraft area style of raiding, I guess. But no, the Savari boss was cool because it was like a giant tree dragon. That was cool. But yeah, I think my favorite starting area out of all of them is definitely the Asura, hands down. One quest I did not like in that area was not the very first one, but the one that you kind of you finally kill the boss thing, and you spawn into the actual world, and you go a little ways, and you have to like fix these robots. I still cannot figure what the hell I'm supposed to do. Did you ever figure that out?
Whether or not you succeed or fail at repairing it, it'll give you the point.
Yeah, yeah, I noticed that, but
But
it was
there's a
incredibly
certain way of
boring.
doing it. I don't know how you do it though. I
It
don't think
was
I ever repaired any of them.
it was incredibly repetitive, and I was like, this really like it felt like a grindy quest, and it was just boring.
I beat someone at the chess mini game.
Really?
Yeah,
Now, I never actually got to play it, nor did I find it because I didn't know where it was.
yeah, like around the near the exit of the entrance, I guess, to the starting area.
Oh, okay.
There are these little chess boards that you can go up and click and play.
Uh-huh.
And you're either playing as an AI or another player if he's on the other side of the board.
That's cool.
And how it works is you both get two little mini golems,
Mhm.
and each turn you can move him one space, and you can either attack the enemy golem if you're right next to him, or you can move towards a AOE attack that spawns on the board. So it's about positioning yourself in a way where you can get the buffs or the AOE attacks,
Uh-huh.
and pushing and positioning yourself to where if he does get the attack, you're in a spot where you're safe.
Nice. That's cool. Very nice. And you know, that's just something that Gil Arena has put in everywhere. I mean, it's just the amount of mini events that are in there is just amazing. Um, let's actually talk a little bit about kind of adventuring further into both of the new races. Now, I got about as far as I want to say level 7-ish on my Safari,
Mm-hmm.
and I liked it. The quests were just really, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say simple, but they were,
Engaging.
yes, engaging. They were very engaging. They really kind of made you care for the quote unquote quest givers or the dynamic events that were happening. Like one of my favorite quests is so far is you got turned into a fern hound and
Mm-hmm.
got to escort and rescue all these like little puppies and stuff and try and fend off like dragons and stuff. That was really cool.
My favorite part of the Safari Zone was like right around the jumping puzzle, the really hard one.
And you see now talk about that after you make your point because I never actually
Yeah.
did that either.
Yeah, but right behind it is there's a lake area,
Mhm.
and sometimes a boss spawn in there, and it's a giant enemy crab, and I really enjoyed fighting the giant enemy crab.
Now, what class did you pick for Safari?
I played a Safari Thief.
Oh, okay. What did you think of the thief? Since
I thought it was really fun.
yeah.
Like there's a lot of mobility to him. You can jump around and stab people in the back, and it's a really cool class to play.
Nice, nice. I played a thief because that's gonna be my main class anyway. But yeah. Talk. Did you complete the jumping puzzle? Did you have a chance to try it?
I did not know it was there until after everything was done. I didn't realize that was a jumping puzzle.
Yeah. I mean, they're very well hidden, and obviously our resident jumper Travis can definitely attest to he's pretty much the king of jumping puzzles. He
I will dethrone him
eventually.
when it launches.
Eventually, right. Now the Azura, the Asura starting zone had a jumping puzzle, and you were able to do that.
Mhm.
How was it finding it, and did you know about it, or did you just kind of stumble across it?
I saw it in a video of this Asura starting zone.
Ah.
And it's a very cool puzzle. The way it works is you start off in a cave and work your way up, and you get to the outside of that cliff face, and you jump across these small little square platforms to an Asura gate.
Which is hard as hell, by the way, because Shriggs actually showed me and Trunix where it was, and I got almost all the way over there, and then I missed like the second step because I misjudged the distance, and I fell all the way down, and I just died.
But yeah, when you get through the Asura gate, it teleports you up into the sky, like
Uh-huh.
above the clouds. And there's even more jumping puzzles up there.
Cool, very nice. Now, was the reward worth it?
I didn't get the reward. I was just kind of fooling around there. It's like the way it works is there's a couple of different paths you need to take, and you need to flip some switches to deactivate some traps and some wind
Oh, okay.
things that knock you off. And I didn't have the time to do all that.
Ah, well, it happens. So, what was your favorite part of the starting area in the Asura?
There's I would have to say, in the second zone, there's a really, really big quest where it starts off you have to defend some golems and repair them if they get killed,
Hmm.
so that they can repair these big power beacons. And when you let them repair them, it starts off this huge chain where and they leave the area and go to this little lab, and they start energizing this big core thing in the center of the lab. And there's a little Asura, and he's the guy that made them, and he's making sure they're all right.
Hmm.
And occasionally they'll be attacked by some inquest. And while defending them, you also have to go across the main path that goes through the zone and activate all the power beacons.
Oh, that's cool.
So there was a lot of stuff going on with that quest, and it was just really cool.
That is pretty cool. My favorite one was the one that you, me, and Eternix did together at the very last day.
With the ghost.
Yeah, the one that we just stumbled upon, and I was way under leveled for.
I thought that was actually really interesting because it was a little story about one mad scientist who went too far.
Yeah, yeah. And I think our favorite part is when we saw all those enemies, like just kind of like garrisoned and like what's the word I'm looking for? They were in like
the golems.
Yeah,
they were in a
platoon
militia formation.
Yeah, and there had to be what, like 30 of them.
Yeah, there were like 20 or 30.
And we go up the stairs and just go, oh shit. And suddenly they all turn red, and then all of a sudden they just all explode, and we're like, oh, thank goodness.
And then the one that survived charges us when we kill it.
Yeah, and then there was that really big boss that just kind of, we're like, oh, he's green, and then all of a sudden he turns red and just like smashes our faces in. We were able to actually kill him. I died like 4 times because I was
what level were you during that? 3?
I was level 3. It was like a level 15 quest. It was awesome.
Yeah, we carried his ass.
Yeah. Well, I see, that's another thing I really want to talk about is in a normal MMO, you wouldn't be able to hang with your buddies, a level 3 buddy when you're level 15, and actually get any enjoyment out of it.
No.
And let's see, you were, what level were you?
I was level 18.
You were level 18, Eternix was like level 10.
I was like 5 levels above.
Yeah, Eternix was level 10, and I was like level 3. I think I was like level 6 by the time we stopped. And we grouped up, and it was getting close to the end of beta weekend event, and we're just like, hey, let's just walk around the Azura starting zone and just kind of look at things, and we did, and we actually accomplished a lot. We did a lot of events together, and it was fun. It wasn't something that was like, okay, let's go kill these boars, and all right, well, how many more you need? It was just we had fun dicking around, and
that's something you can really say about this game, because honestly, playing alone is fun.
Yeah,
because there's still a lot of cool stuff you can do by yourself. But when you're with friends,
oh my gosh, it's just,
this game is a golden polished god.
It's hilarious because you can just like the jumping puzzles. We were having so much fun trying to find stuff, and then all of a sudden you guys would be like 4 feet away from me, and I'm like, guys, I need help. I just aggroed like 16 mobs. I'm like running away trying to dodge, and I get like 2-shotted by all these guys, and yeah, it's fun. It was just a lot of fun. And another thing I really enjoy is 99% of the terrain is climbable.
Yep.
Like there was a tree that spanned a huge gap, and I found out that the tree went the long way, and I was like, I wonder if I could scale the tree, because in most MMOs a tree is just going to be a pass-through
you climbed up the tree and went over the swamp, didn't you?
Yeah, I climbed the tree, went over the swamp, and went onto the hill, and then there was a herd of panthers that said hello and killed me. But it was just awesome, because you can't do that in a lot of MMOs these days. A lot of that stuff is just for show. Another example is I actually have a screenshot of my Sylvari. There's just one tree. I don't remember where. I think it's like just as you enter the actual 1 to 15 zone.
Mm-hmm.
And it's off to the, hang on, let me get my bearings here. Enter. There's that on the left. It's off to the right, and there's like this little lagoon thing. And the tree is 2 trunks that spiral up. Okay.
I know what you're talking about. I did that quest.
Okay, yeah. And I was like, I wonder if I can get to the top of this thing. And I could. I literally walked around the entire tree and got up to the very top and was able to look at all the cool stuff. And you wouldn't be able to do that in World of Warcraft, EverQuest, and a lot of other MMOs these days because a lot of that stuff is just, they either have invisible walls, it's just for show, so you just go right through it. I mean, it's something that ArenaNet has really kind of, I think, done on purpose, so you can just explore whatever the heck you want to.
That's going to be their greatest advantage too,
Yeah.
because they not only is that stuff just there, even the stuff that's there that is just for show to let you just fool around.
Hmm.
They can put something there later.
Yeah. Yeah, and they've actually said that. They've actually said that, every once in a while, we're going to sneak something in a patch and not say anything about it and see how long it takes the community to find out.
Oh, I'm gonna love that.
Because and they said it could be in a level 1 starting zone, and it could be in, a max starting zone. It can be in any of the levels, but they'll just add something without saying anything and see how long it takes the community to find it. And that, to me, makes a good MMO because they're not holding your hand.
It's a real life, evolving, dynamic world.
Yeah, I mean, and just kind of a little bit off topic here. That's what the MMO Firefall is trying to do.
Hmm.
I haven't played it in a while. I'm not sure how well it's doing, but I think a lot of MMOs are really going to learn from this. And kind of in closing here, people are saying, people were expecting this to be like the end all of everything MMOs, and I don't think it's going to be as groundbreaking as people say it's going to be.
Yes, it is.
Well, no, just hang on, just hang on. I think a lot of the hype has finally calmed down, which is really good because people can start looking at it as more of from a objective point of view, which is awesome because a lot of the times newer MMOs are like, it's the WoW killer, and then it comes out and it's like, oh,
No,
this sucks.
don't turn this into Guild Wars 2. Please don't.
Yeah. So I mean, it in a way, the hype has finally gone down because a lot of people are being able to play it. ArenaNet's really doing really well, just kind of releasing information, and I think that this is the foundation stone for a newer MMO genre. I think Guild Wars 2 is definitely going to set the bar to where what future MMOs should be, and the quest system is technically still a grind system, but they've hidden it through the progress bars, through the dynamic events, and just all the other stuff. So they've hidden it in a way where you don't feel like you're grinding because you're too worried about making sure that that bar stays full or making sure that the timer is, almost done. So you're going to defend the village or whatever. I really think that this is something that is truly groundbreaking, and it is going to be one of those MMOs that just definitely set the foundation. And it's again, it's not going to be like oh my gosh, the new everything's changed. I mean, there's a lot of MMO stuff that's still there. There's you still got to level, you still have to do quote unquote quests, but it's hidden in a way where it's just a lot more fun, and it encourages you to play with your friends because of the bump up or bump down system as well.
And because you don't even need to be in groups, you can just play with whoever you want.
Yeah, and that's also another fun thing.
It's like, hey, random stranger, we don't need to be in a group, but we could hang out for a bit.
Yeah, is the whole party thing is not needed because everyone gets the same rewards anyway as long as you participate. So. All right, well, that's going to wrap up one of the episodes for Fireside Chat. We thanks for listening to us ramble for 25 minutes. I appreciate it, guys. If you like what we do and just kind of like the videos that we put out every few days or so, obviously with Guild Wars 2 not being able to go to launch until August 25th, that is the extended start date for those of you who have actually pre-purchased the game. We will be streaming that day live. All this information will be at the bottom of the description there, and if I can get the annotations to work, they'll be in the annotations. But for some reason, YouTube has been really picky about that. So, Shriggs, thanks for taking some time, and we'll see you guys later. God bless, take care, and we'll see you on the battlefield.